Guys, ready to get magical? Welcome to our very first Ritual of Life video. Wondering, first of all, let me give you the rundown. Rituals of Life is a Colorado-based witch for hire service. Basically, if we all want to sum it up, like there's other stuff we do pagan weddings, stuff like that. We do charms, we do enchantments, we do spell bags, any magical need that you need. We got you. But, side promotion, this video, first of all, is just to bring awareness. Let's get down into this. So, what is magic? What is witchcraft? And what does it mean to be a witch? I'm going to take this in more of a historical and scientific roundabout. So, critically think here. What were witches in the past? Witches, wizards, all that stuff. Who were they? Doctors and scientists. Alchemy turned into chemistry, which turned into chemists. Some witches were healers, and they knew, or herbalists. Herbalists were healers, and they would heal people. That's what doctors and pharmacologists are today. And why were they demonized? The Catholic Church. Honestly, let's try and be honest. Like, yes, if you want to go into some religious texts that I will not mention right now, they have a little don't trust witches, but you have to remember how many, not reinterpretations, but translations. That's the word. How many translations it had been through. So, who was saying that it was talking about witches as we know it? So, historically, witches were just scientists and healers that other people didn't understand exactly what they do, so they just overturned the term into witchcraft. Can we agree on that? Hopefully. So, that is what witchcraft used to be. What is witchcraft known as today? So, witchcraft and being a witch is complicated. 'Cause witchcraft can be as simple as one of my friends, she's an earth witch. So she loves rocks. She loves rocks. That's a weird thing to say. But seriously, you give her a stone, like you pick up the stone, what is this stone? Oh, it's this, and it does this, this, and this. It's good for meditation. You're just like, pull that out of your head? I mean, most people gotta have their things. So, it can be as simple as liking rocks, or it can be as complicated as being a psychic, being a medium. And can you learn, like, are you born with it? Or maybe it's Maybelline. No. Are you born with it? Or can you develop it? Yes. Just like how you're born with the genetics, all because you're born with the genetics to help you be a great runner, does not mean that you'll go ahead and be a great runner. Maybe you grow up and be a hacker and never run again. Who knows? But same thing for witchcraft. You can be born with a affinity for it, or you can like practice and study and just crawl your way up to that ability. Or you crawl your way up and you never reach that ability. Sad part of the human life. If you believe in reincarnation, hopefully your next reincarnation has an aptitude for it. So, like I said, I'm going to take this in more of a scientific route. So, I apologize for using my phone, but I have resources. And I will put all of the resources down below like a good little nerd. Oh no, my hair. Let's just start this out with saying that the government been doing researches. Yes, the government has been doing all the researches. So, CBS News, there is an article about how the government tried to use mediums and psychics to be spies. Yeah, that happened. And they tried to harness ESP and psychics in order to find people in different countries, and try and get layouts. It happened. And recently, on the Central Intelligence Agency website, yes, the CIA, and basically what it says is, yes, they were studying psychic abilities and regular people having psychic abilities, and basically what the document says is that yes, the government is experimenting with psychics and mediums and a person's ability to gain those abilities, yes, and make them stronger. And they did dictate that it was a holistic life pattern in order to get those powers. Like, the document didn't really have much on, like, it had how they had their research, but it didn't really have their research. It was only a 12-page document, so it was just kind of a summary. Next thing of topic. So how is this done? Again, being really scientific here. So, under the PMC, National Library of Medicine and National Institutions of Health, I apologize, I'm probably not going to say this right. It is still 5:30 in the morning. Oh, shit. Biophotons are photons of light that are generated within the body that can be measured. Stop it. That biophotons and bioelectrons. Biophotons are light particles that are generated within the body, and these can be measured as intimate from the skin. Bioelectrons are available from within the body, and these are measured in instruments such as electrophotonic imaging. Yeah. Oh, biophotons are released from the body and are heightened, like you release more when you're under stress, when you're smoking, when you're just anxious and you can't really think. You're releasing all these biophotons, or just I want to call them stress particles. Can we just call them stress particles? Stress. As somebody who's in college, stress. And it is known that after practice of meditation, the emission decreases and could be reduced to free radicals in the meditating subjects. Communication and control are two required activities within and between the cells to maintain homeostasis. Normally, it is thought that both of these functions are achieved through biochemical, and this may be true especially in long-range communications in the body. Biophotons, it also goes on to say that these biophotons may have properties and phases of signals related to like a laser, and you can send this energy in yoga. So, and it also talks about how the Chinese QI energy modeled in traditional Chinese medicine exemplifies this. In the conclusion, it states that these have been called non-chemical, non-contact cell-to-cell communication. Actions at the distance was introduced to physics more than 500 years ago with Maxwell, and now the notion of action at the distance has premeditated by So, I know, I said I was going to be all sciencey, and then I can't even read the science things. So, basically, these biophotons and bioelectrons are the non-cell-to-cell communication. The government, oh god, I sound like such a conspiracy theorist. The government has been experimenting with ESP and these people's ability to harness their bioelectrons and stuff for years. So it does exist. It does exist. We don't know all about it because we're just not that far in research, and normal people don't even believe that it's possible. So research is a little bit slow. Let me just sum up everything. So what is magic? What is witchcraft? We have the history, and we have all these little things that we need to put together. And how we put them together is we can harness these energies. It is known that these bioelectrons are emitted from our body. What if a person can read those electrons that somebody else is getting out, or photons that somebody else is giving out? Holistic view. Let's look at this holistically. Doesn't matter what you believe concerning the creation. The creation of this world. We are all made of these little molecules that have electrolytes spinning around them that have their own energy. What if a person, over meditation, over lifestyle changes, over a holistic healing, wow, I think I'm in school, holistic concentration, can harness these energies, both inside themselves and both around. So even though a stone might just be a stone to us, it is full of these molecules with a unique energy signature. And this energy can be used for certain things. So, or if you do call on God, why can't they help you with their energy? Or just the energies of the passed on. If you're giving off bioelectrons when you're alive, who says you can't still do, well, who says that those energies don't linger after you're gone? I can't harness those energies, but if you can, power to you. So, basically, at least in my viewpoint, that's what I think witchcraft is. It is the ability to harness the energies of the earth through molecule. And yes, I don't have all my research, and if I do find more research, I might do a new video of updated research. But for the moment, that's basically all I got. Of course, there is definitely more to be researched. However, what can you do? Well, thank you so much for listening to Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I will leave all of my resources down below. I will also leave Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff down there. If this wasn't a good enough explanation, I tried to be a new perspective, but literally all you gotta do is search up there. And there are hundreds of other witches that explain it way better than I do. I just wanted more scientific approach and for it to actually make sense. Yeah. So, please join me again. I will be here, I guess. I mean, don't.